hope not. Where did all the people disappear to? Oh, here we go. Okay, there we go. Good evening, fellow grammars. How's everyone? Trust that you're all great. Okay, this is part 2 of our discussion about the Wealth Club. Now, no nation has ever achieved anything great without working together. Now, the Germans, after the defeat of World War II, they came together and Germany became the biggest industrialized country in the whole of Europe. In fact, if you want to know how big the German industry is, just go into the streets right now. I promise you, you're going to see something made in Germany. You're either going to see a Volkswagen, you're either going to see a Mercedes-Benz, you're either going to see a BMW, you're either going to see an Opel, you're either going to see, gosh, I don't even know. The list is so endless. Did you guys know that Volkswagen Group bought Lamborghinis? So the Porsches that we see driving around, that's all made in Germany. In fact, the Porsche is a result of a Beetle.
Yeah.
It's basically a Beetle that got turned into a sports car.
Yeah.
So, Jerome, unfortunately, I'm not going to be speaking about Forex tonight. You're more than welcome to DM me if you want to read anything about Forex. So, today I want to speak about a wealth club. I don't know how many of you know what wealth clubs are. So, wealth clubs is basically clubs where people come together and they put their heads and their resources together. Now, how many of us work together in such clubs? We can only be 10, we can be 100, we can be 1,000, we can be 100,000. It doesn't matter. What matters is that we come together and we start working together for a common purpose. Now, many of us will never know anything called wealth. And that's the truth. But if we work together as a collective, then we can all become wealthy. Now, I don't know how many of you knows Jews, the Indians, and the Chinese. Those guys are really wealthy. And I'm talking about real wealth. Did you guys know that the Guptas had in excess of about $51 billion in cash? $51 billion in cash that was flown out of the country to Dubai. Imagine a family of 4 brothers. Is it 4 brothers or how many brothers is it? That have $51 billion in cash. Now imagine how many assets more do they have? Who wants to be a Gupta? Let me ask that question. Who wants to be a Gupta? Who wants to be a Gupta? Who wants Gupta money? I surely need Gupta money in my life. Fuck it. I want Gupta money in my life. $51 billion in cash? Shit, man.
That's like owning the color blue.
No, man. That's like owning South Africa.
Never stop.
And that's literally.
Yeah.
That's like owning South Africa.
Yeah.
And these guys own and run South Africa. So, this is my business partner.
Yo, what's
He's
up?
going to introduce himself.
Yeah. Gregory Cloete here. Mr. G something on Instagram. But go ahead, Michael.
What do you mean, go ahead?
I was so intrigued by what you just mentioned about the Gupta situation. Just explain more in detail what the idea is. Yeah.
So what the Gupta family did, these guys came in South Africa and they basically started businesses. Some of their companies are in technology. You mentioned it. So these guys built a really pretty much good company. Now, whether that company was built on corrupt money or whatever the case is. It doesn't matter. They have the guap now. That's all that matters. Because at the end of the day, I'm sure you guys all know Pablo Amiro Escobar. No, I'm not saying I want to be corrupt like them. You see, that's the thing. You know, niggas
distraction.
like... No, you see, that's the distraction.
Distraction.
But anyways, we don't deal with distractions. How many of you know Pablo Escobar Amira? Now, this guy was one of the most efficient logistical... This guy owned the most efficient logistical company. That's what we need to call it.
Yeah.
Because if you're able to move a product from one country to another without being detected, that's a logistical company you're running.
Yeah.
This guy had a product, there was a demand for it, and he supplied it. And he made tons of billions. This guy was 1 point valued at about... Forbes magazine rated him as the wealthiest guy. This is before your technology guys came in, your Bill Gates and what, your Steve Jobs and all of those guys. This guy was literally the wealthiest of wealthy people. But he had a system in place. He had a certain product that people wanted. There was a demand for it, and he was able to supply. Now, we also have a demand in this country. And the demand is people want to build wealth. And that's why we started a wealth club. So, if you guys want to be part of the wealth club, I'm quickly typing wealth club Namibia at gmail.com. You guys can send us an email there if you want to be part of the wealth club. So, you want to do the same? No, guys, I don't want to deal in drugs. Unfortunately, drugs is too much of a risk. But if I could, I would. No lie. Because at the end of the day, money is money. Where it comes from is not really important. Is that money able to buy me my dream? Yes. Finish and clear. Shout out. Tebe, hey, you see, all the way from South Africa. Good to hear, man. In fact, when are we flying down to SA?
Oh, us next week, Wednesday.
Next week, Wednesday. Okay, we definitely need to send a shout out to Tebe. Salute, Tebe. So, guys, it's really important that we start wealth clubs in our country. Because if we don't have wealth clubs, unfortunately, we'll be living from paycheck to paycheck. Now, there's one thing that I want to tell you. In life, there are two kinds of people. There are frogs and there are lions. Now, let me give you the definition of a frog. Now, a frog is anyone and everybody that relies on a salary. Now, the salary is like the rain. Do you guys know that frogs only come out when it rains? If you guys see month end, all of the shops were full. Even the service stations, you know those guys that usually park their cars in the middle of the month because they are unable to fuel it? The service stations were full. The shopping malls were full. Every place you could possibly go was full. Because the frogs finally got money because it rained. They are salaries. And that's how they have money. So they came out. And now you can see they are slowly, because the money is finishing, they are slowly dying out. In fact, they are going back into their hiding places. Those are now the frogs. Now, my question to you is, do you want to be a frog or do you want to be an animal? No, a lion. That's my question. Do you want to be a frog or do you want to be a lion? So, lions decide when and where to eat.
And what to eat.
And what to eat. This guy can be sleeping the whole day and then he just wakes up hungry and he sees a nice springbok there. He goes, he gets it. Now for you who's a frog, you won't be able to see the opportunities because you are in hiding. So the question is, do you want to remain a frog or do you want to move on to the lion? Aha. Now you want to be a lion, Baba.
Yeah. If you don't do something different,
now you cannot be a lion.
Never change, yeah?
You cannot be a lion if you have a frog mentality. Many of us, we've got frog mentalities. We only want to say, do now here. We only want short-term goals. That's only thing. No, unfortunately, I don't work for undercovers anymore. So, it's unfortunate. It's life. We move on. Cut your losses. Best thing to do is always be quick to move on. So, guys, if you want to be part of the Wealth Club, I'm going to type in the email address again. Wealth Club, Namibia. Namibia at gmail.com. Well, whether I got fired or I got, doesn't really matter.
Probably got
what matters is
$1 billion out of that fire. We probably got $1 billion.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm blessed. How are you, sir?
Good.
Good to hear.
So you wait for someone here?
No. We just, it's the safest place to park because this street is not the busiest of streets.
What?
I'm saying this street is not busy.
Yeah.
So we are just quickly parked here because we are having conversations with our friends from Europe.
Oh, okay.
Yes, boss.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. What's your name, sir?
Huh?
What is your name?
No, I am the security of the watchman from the school.
Ah, okay.
That's why I'm patrolling this street.
Ah.
That is a school.
Okay, sir.
Premises. So that's why I can walk around.
Okay.
This side to check
No, that's
the
good,
school.
sir.
Great stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, outside.
Excellent.
That's why I check this guy standing in the street.
Okay. Thank you, boss. Yeah, I mean, I think it's time we cleared the
Distractions.
No, not distractions. These are not distractions. These are genuine questions, man. People are asking, why did we leave undercover? So this is the reasons why we left Undercover Billionaires Namibia. So we had the first seminar, which was on the 27th of March. It was a successful seminar. I managed within 2 weeks to mobilize over 1,000 young Namibians to come over to our seminars. So the first seminar we had, it was successful. Oh yeah, you guys are from Europe. Or do you guys want me to say you are from Havana? Okay, I don't know where you guys are from, but I'm kidding. We're all from Windhoek. That's all that matters. We're all from Namibia. A couple of our friends from South Africa. So the real reason why I left Undercover Billionaires Namibia, and here's the fact. So we had our first seminar. It was successful. After we had the seminar, the people got what we call them buy slips. You basically fill in how much you want to invest in Bitcoins. So the people started filling in their forms, and they were supposed to then deposit money into Undercover Billionaires International in South Africa. So they were having challenges depositing money directly into that account. So Louis then asked me to open up a Namibian bank account as well as to register the company in Namibia, which I did. Now, the second week, he came through to Namibia again for the seminar. Now, the first week when this guy came, he was staying in the Hilton Hotel. Obviously, you're a millionaire. You want to stay in the Hilton. That's where millionaires stay. Obviously, if I go to South Africa, I stay at the Sandton City. That's where rich folks stay. So, this guy came, first week, was staying in the Hilton. He was bragging about how he spends $300,000 at the shopping mall. So we were like, yeah, man, this guy's legit. He's got the guap. So the second week, we had the second weekend, we had the seminar. And when this guy was on the plane coming to Namibia, he writes me a message to say we should open up a ministry called, what's the ministry's name?
I love my Bible ministry.
I love my Bible ministry. So I was like, why the hell would we want to open up a ministry? Now, if in case you guys don't know what is a ministry is these churches, the same as the one you have for TB Joshua, Bushiri. You mentioned them. These are these churches, these Pentecostal churches. This guy wanted us to open one. So I didn't understand why the hell when Bitcoins, when we're trading Bitcoins, why the hell would we want to open up a church? So fine. I entertained his thought of us opening up a church. After that, we picked him up from the airport with my car, with my fuel. And then we dropped them off at the guest house because unfortunately, apparently, they didn't want to be staying in the Hilton. So we dropped them off at the guest house, and the following morning we picked him up for the seminar. Now the seminar, the venue, we pay 10,000. Now this guy could not pay 10,000 because apparently he had bought bitcoins in tens of millions. Now, if this guy had just bought bitcoins in tens of millions, why the hell then is he not able to quickly convert bitcoins? Because bitcoins, if you guys know what bitcoins is a digital currency that you can easily convert into any currency anywhere in the world. This guy was unable to pay for the venue for $10,000, which was not a problem. I said, it's fine. I'm going to pay for the venue. It's not a problem because I can afford to pay 10,000 like that. I don't need to claim that I'm a millionaire, but 10,000 is petty cash. I paid it. I paid the venue. So we took them back to their guest house. No, in fact, that night we went out. We went clubbing. Yes, I remember very well. We went to the club. Now, that evening when we were at the club, I think this is the... Guys, you know, this guy claims to be a millionaire. We had bought a bottle of, Hennessy?
Hennessy, yeah.
This guy, literally, a couple of girls came by, they drank from the bottle, and this guy literally got mad. Like, because the girls almost finished the bottle. A millionaire was getting mad over a bottle that cost, I don't know how much. Was it 1,002, 1,006? Yeah. This guy was literally getting mad, fumed. How does a millionaire get mad over spilled change? That's supposed to be change. So it's fine. We dropped them off at the guest house because the Hilton, I don't know whether it was too expensive or what was the case. So we dropped them off at the guest house. The following morning, we picked them up. Now, remember, this guy comes with his brother. Now, neither him nor his brother could afford to pay for a guest house that was only costing them 1,700. Now, tell me which millionaire travels to a foreign country and is unable to afford a guest house for 1,700. Now, as luck would have it, we dropped them off at the airport and their tickets were wrongly booked. Their return dates. So I needed to pay another 3,000 to have their tickets corrected so that they can fly out. So, immediately when that happened, the Monday what I did is we effectively started sending out messages to all our Namibian partners to inform them that we'll be cancelling our partnership with these guys who claim to be millionaires. Because if a millionaire cannot afford to pay a venue for $10,000, pay for his guest house for 1,700, or pay for his flight ticket for 3,000, then this guy is no millionaire. This guy is a scam. And he was going to scam you guys of your hard-earned money. So I canceled the partnership. We sent people out refund forms so we can refund each and every individual who had invested their money in our account. So if there's anyone who's going to claim we have not paid them their refund forms, those people will be lying. Because we've got proof of payments for each and every single one we refunded. So this, guys, was a scam. However, on the other side, let's not get distracted. Bitcoins is real. Now, the value of Bitcoins is going up every single day. My partner over here will be flying next week to Cyprus to meet credible Bitcoin traders. Mm-hmm. So we will be still trading in Bitcoins. And in fact, Undercover Billionaires Namibia, it's here to stay. It's our company. There's nothing that we need to worry about. Oh, you took your money back too? Yeah, you guys need to take your money back. Because, guys, come on, man. There's no way you can claim you spent $300,000 at a shopping mall, but you're unable to fucking pay for a guest house of 1,700. There is no fucking way you're going to tell me you're a millionaire. Mm-hmm. So I said, no, man. This is not how my name is gonna. Because I mean, the money was barely even over 200,000, and this guy was crying for 200,000, literally. So yeah, if you guys still feel that nothing is clear, well, that's the reason why we cancelled our partnership with Undercover Billionaires International, because we saw these guys, they were not what they were saying they are. This was a fraud. Plus, if you looked at the contracts, those contracts were bullshit. So we said, it's fine. Missed opportunity is not actually what. He actually borrowed that 300K and he couldn't pay it back. See there? Shit, man. Shit. You see, guys, not everything you see on TV is real. Not everything you see on TV is real. Okay, sorry. Okay, my apologies. Yeah, could have kids there. So my apologies, Kashina. I won't be swearing. But anyways, swearing is an effective way of sending out a message. Yeah, because I saw there was a feud where they were biffing each other over borrowed money and what. So yeah, guys, we need to be, in life there will always be guys who are opportunistic. Scammers will always be there. We just need to be careful. But that doesn't mean that we cannot take opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that light guy from South Africa? Yes. That one, Undercover Billionaires, yes. Shit, man, that's what I needed to hear. Thanks. Yeah, we guys are active forex traders. I personally don't sleep. I get about 3 hours of sleep every day. So, just because forex trading is a 24-hour operation. So, forex is the new money currency, guys. But bitcoins, bitcoins is the future. Bitcoins, let me show you guys what is bitcoins. When we speak about bitcoins, that's what we're talking about. Shako. Forex is big. It's a $7 trillion industry. Every day, $7 trillion is traded on that platform. So Forex is big. I've been trading for about 3 to 4 years now, almost. Should borrow you 50,000. What do you need it for? Just send me an email. Just send me an email. Is it Global Growth that deals with global growth? Okay, that growth is not written well. Send an email to that company. It's one of my companies. Send an email there. We should be able to respond. But don't borrow 50,000 to go to Durban July, please. We don't want people borrowing money to go live fake lifestyles that they can't afford. Yeah, and guys, it's not about. There are guys who've been trading for 7 years, but they're not as profitable as the guy who's been trading for 11 months. You see, haters will always say what. Because you want customers too, isn't this business too? I mean, do you think I would be chatting to you guys if I didn't need customers? Obviously not. Everyone needs customers to survive. So where do you think I'm going to be making my money from? So, please. But in actual fact, here's the thing that people do not understand. I do not need your money. I already have my money. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to empower fellow Namibians so that some of you can perhaps stop hating me and hating on my success. Because, truth be told, we as black folks, we hate on each other like it was the most... You know, the white man fucked us so bad that he made sure... No. I need to say fuck. No. Fuck the language. The white man fucked us so bad that he still made sure that 27 years later, even while we've gained our independence, we still need to fight each other. Why do you think a guy who was a former director of Bank Windhoek walked away with close to $1.3 billion. And we Namibians are not saying anything about it. We're more concerned about the $200 million that got lost from SME Bank. Not that I'm saying we should not be concerned about it, but this guy literally walked away with $1.3 billion. And this is money from the government pension fund. Do you guys see this? Our parents' pension money is being used to enrich a couple of few people. But we're not speaking about these things because the white man has ensured us that we should be first whiling and hating on each other while they are busy looting the country. I'm just asking why you're catching. No, man. I'm too blessed to be catching, my nigga. Unfortunately not. So I'm just addressing your question. So yeah, I see my nigga KDVDP. What's Jesus? That's my nigga right there over there. Too much wisdom from that guy. I actually learn a lot every single day. You guys should listen to Fresh FM. Fresh FM Namibia every single damn day. That's the best station you guys can listen to. So back to the Wealth Club. Wealth Club Namibia is here to stay. We're here to empower ourselves. We're here to start building wealth. That's what we're all about. Because if we can put our small resources together, we can surely do better. But if we're going to have the culture of hating on ourselves, walking in small silos, we're never going to become anything meaningful. Why is it that after 27 years, you can count the rich folks in the country? You can literally count how many black, rich, successful people we have. And the funny thing is, these black folks that are successful, they never share their knowledge with us. They never do share their knowledge. Have you ever seen, for example, let me give a classical example. Don't go say I'm hating on this guy or anything of the sort. He owns 2 Bentleys. Let me put it that way. He owns a nice Range Rover. And his caption says, "Dear Life." Have you guys ever seen this guy have a seminar where he actually speaks about how he got to where he is today? Okay? That means there's an elephant in the room because it's mute. Nobody's saying anything. So guys, we genuinely need to start empowering each other. Because as black folks, we can easily drive to Katutura from where we come from, and we can easily buy our fellow brothers their alcohol and whatsoever. But we are failing to empower them so they can also be like us. Now, there's a guy from South Africa. His name is Vusi. You guys go Google him. This guy said, black people are the only people that are happy. In fact, black people count their success by the amount of failures they see around them. That is why every weekend you will see them drive to the Kasi to go show off their fancy cars, but they will never reveal to you who it is they do business dealings with. So you see, we need to start empowering ourselves. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I'm saying I'm willing to share the little that I know. And that's what I've been doing all these years. I've been sharing the little that I know. I've been imparting knowledge on others. So this is what we should be doing. So let us stop that mentality of, no, I should keep whatever secret that I have to success to myself. Because truth is, you might become wealthy, but for as long as the people around you are not wealthy, you will either need to run away from them or you'll need to live in isolation. So the key is we need to start empowering ourselves. We need to start sharing the little that we have with others. I don't mind. Have your 10 Bentleys, have your 10 Ferraris, but also give us the formula on how to also have 10 of this. Now, the reason why many of these guys are unable to share their success stories is because they don't have any success stories to share with you. Most of them, I can guarantee you, they benefited from the system that we called BEE. That's called Black Economic Empowerment. So what government did is, government took a few known black people and they gave them wealth. They literally gave them wealth to say, here boss, here's a fishing quota, here's a tender, here's what. So these guys are unable to build businesses. Ask me, I've built a company from nothing. I can tell you the systems that I've put in place. I can show you how to effectively build yourself a business too. But how many of these guys are able to show you this is how you build a business? Have you ever seen where these guys' offices are? The guy drives a $5 million car, or maybe the value of his cars are 10 million. But if you ask where these guys' offices are, there are most probably no offices or anything of the sort. Yeah, the hazards are on. So, this means to tell you that these guys, they don't add value into the economy. We call them what?
Lifestyle entrepreneurs.
They are called lifestyle entrepreneurs. That's what they are. Now, let me define for you what a lifestyle entrepreneur is. A lifestyle entrepreneur is an entrepreneur that basically makes money from whether it's tenders or whatsoever, buys themselves nice cars, start living in the posh suburbs, and then every other kid wants to be like this guy. But the truth be told, you do not know how this guy made his money. You don't know where he gets money from. He doesn't own any building, doesn't own any form of warehouse or anything of the sort. But all you know is that this guy's got money. That's what they're called, lifestyle entrepreneurs. Now we need to be wealth entrepreneurs. We need to build systems. We need to empower others. How is it possible that somebody who gets a contract worth 2 billion, this person doesn't employ anyone, but is getting a contract worth 2 billion? So who's that 2 billion going to benefit? It's only going to benefit this one individual. So you see, the system is screwed up. But I found ways on how we can get through those loopholes there are in the system. So guys, I'm busy signing out. I'm going to give you guys the email. Those of you who want to join the Wealth Club, this is it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If you want to live something meaningful for your children, if you want to leave a legacy for your family, if you want to leave a legacy for yourself, this is it, guys. Wealth Club Namibia. I'm going to start the WhatsApp group right now. You guys are welcome to send me a WhatsApp text. I'm going to give you guys my number, 474651. Okay, there we go. I'm going to start up an app group right now, so you guys can be part of the Wealth Club Namibia. Let's start building real wealth, guys. I've got nothing but much respect for everyone that's doing their best. The best is all that you can do. But sometimes the best is not going to be good enough. So we need to start working together as a team. Alone, I cannot make it. Even if you're out of Namibia, you're more than welcome to join the Wealth Club. I mean, guys, the goal of this Wealth Club is to make it big. Guys, you're going to say that this Wealth Club is going to transform all of our lives. You know, I always like to say, we all have this, you know, the squad goals. Now let's have squad goals. of all becoming wealthy. I mean, we've got squad goals of going to Durban July. We've got squad goals of chip in, chip out, going to Swakopmund. We've got squad goals of who is able to pop the most bottles. But let's start squad goals of becoming wealthy. That's all that I want for all of us. I wish each and every one of you nothing but the best. May the odds of success forever be in your favor. And God bless. Cheers.